Right, okay, we're all actually romantic. Right. Cut that for YouTube. Okay. Let's go. Apparently this one's good. We'll see. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where
I heard
is
you
my
call me
mind?
boring Barbie when
Fine. Just checking, guys.
I heard you call me boring Barbie when the coke's got you brave. High-fived my ex and then you said you're glad he ghosted me. Wrote me a song saying it makes you sick to see my face. Some people might be offended, but it's actually sweet. All the time you've spent on me, it's honestly wild. All the effort you've put in, it's actually romantic.
Oh, see, because the thing is, those that I love that chord progression because you can do some really beautiful fucking melodies to it. And the thing is, right, I know because I'm not like completely fucking oblivious to everything that's been getting said about the album. That I know that this is a response to Charlie XCX. And I have only listened to one song from the Brat album. And I fucking hated it. So I'm no that fussed. And the thing is, I don't give a fuck about the fucking spat between the two of them. I don't care about any of that. So I don't care about the lyrics to this song, right? I'm going to see it as like it's a diss track aimed at people in general, and I don't care. I'm going into this one to see if it's a fucking bop and if it warrants having used my favourite chord progression. That's it. Because at the moment, this is the closest that we've got to Taylor potentially kicking into a rock song. And I want it. And if I don't get it, I'm going to be angry.
I heard you call me boring Barbie when the coke's got you brave. High-fived my ex and then you said you're glad he ghosted me. Wrote me a song saying it makes you sick to see my face. Some people might be offended, but it's actually sweet.
That melody's
All
beautiful.
the time you've spent on me, it's honestly wild. All the effort you've put in, it's actually romantic. I really
No, that bit's gorgeous. That bit is actually fucking gorgeous. It's the oh.
on me, it's honestly wild. All the effort you've put in, it's actually romantic. I really gotta hand it to you. Ooh,
Oh.
no man has ever loved me like you do. Had times has your boyfriend said? Why are we always talking about it's actually sweet?
Oh, this is
All
gorgeous.
the time you've spent on me, it's honestly wild. All the effort you've put in, it's actually romantic. I really gotta hand it to you. Ooh, the man.
I would love to have got into the studio in this one and just made this an actual fucking rock song. Cause that it should be like a dun 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 for the it's actually sweet, and then the it's actually romantic should just be like dun 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 dun, and it'd be like fucking mental sounding. Like there's bits where you could have like had like dynamic shifts with like distortion and stuff in there that would have made this song fucking punchy as shit. It'd have been amazing. I might dare cover it. I might dare cover this.
Has ever loved me like you do. You think I'm tacky, baby? Stop talking dirty to me. It sounded nasty, but it feels like you're flirting with me. I mind my business, God's my witness that I don't provoke it. But it's kinda making me what? Oh, 'cause it's actually sweet. All the time you've spent on me, it's honestly lovely.
No, that's so annoying. That should have kicked off more. You can't have a bit of fucking like feedback to suggest that it's gonna go big, and then for it to go the exact same level of big that it already was. That's so cock teasing.
Oh, 'cause it's actually sweet. All the time you've spent on me, it's honestly lovely. All the effort you've put in, it's actually.
Like I wouldn't have went for the staccato bursts there. See if they had just went and just strummed it, then it would have been heavier. It would have been, dare I say, better. Which is frustrating because the song's really, really good.
All the time you've spent on me, it's honestly lovely. All the effort you've put in, it's actually romantic.
That's
Really
gorgeous.
gotta hand it to you. No man has ever loved me like you. It's actually romantic. You just give me so much attention. It's actually romantic.
So here's a weird thing. That's my favourite song on the album. And I know I spent loads of that getting frustrated that it wasn't doing things I wanted it to do. So it sounded like I was putting a lot of negatives in there. But my frustration comes from that's an amazing song that I feel like could have been like masterpiece level if it had, see if it had went like the closest equivalent I can think of is Happier Than Ever with Billie Eilish, when it kicks off at the end and it's like so fucking massive sounding. If she had just went for it, because it feels like that's what she was going for, and they just didn't. They've just, I feel like it's the producers, they've been too scared to just go balls to the wall, like fucking let's just go rock. And I think it's because she did attempt rock at one point. She did a song that was like rock and everybody ripped the absolute fucking piss out of her for it. Like I definitely remember that being a thing where they were like, oh, Taylor Swift went rock, and it was like so like not rock. And I feel like she's taken that and like it's kind of just made her kind of pull back from it a wee bit. But if she just went all in, then that'd have been like stunning. Like that'd have been the song on the album where you went, fuck, that's like that's the song that like that's the standout track on the album. That's the one that like people are gonna be like are gonna go, what the fuck just happened there? And that would be the song that would then you could then go, oh, that's a direction that she's gonna go in, like possibly. You know what I mean? I feel like there's so much potential in there, but but the production's not really even let it down because the production's great on it. It's just I hear a different song listening to it. I just hear something else. Yeah. I might do I might right, guys, let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in hearing like a rock version of that song. If enough of you want it, I'll do it. Fuck it. But right, okay, that was. Ooh. What are we scoring that out of 10? Like a 15? 16? 16. We'll go with a 16. That was a 16 out of 10. Because it's fucking dynamite. Oh, it's actually romantic. That melody is beautiful.
Daisy's bare naked, I was distraught. He loves me not, he loves me not. Penny's unlucky, I took him back and then stepped on a crack and the black cat laughed. And baby, I'll admit I've been a little superstitious.
Oh, good lord, the funk in this is delightful.
Fingers crossed until you put your hand on mine. Seems to be that you and me, we make our own luck. A bad sign is all good. I ain't gotta knock on wood. Only that bitch I wishing on a falling star. Never did me any good. I ain't got to knock on wood. It's you and me forever dancing in the dark. Oh, over me, it's understood. I ain't got to knock on wood. Forgive me, it sounds cocky. Hypnotize me and open my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Mm. Mm. Yeah. I'm glad someone in the chat asked the question, why is it okay for Sabrina, but not Taylor? And I knew about the line of like his wood was the key to open my thighs, or his love was the key to open my thighs. I knew about that line, right? And I've had some time to digest it. And I can answer the question of why it's okay for that, right? And what I want is, right? What I would like is, I would like for all of you to take a moment and join me on this journey. I would like to not be accused of slut shaming straight away. I have somewhere I'm going with this. So, she has written songs about fucking Matty Healy, fucking John Mayer, who else? Joe Alwyn. Who else has she been with? Harry Styles, Barry, and now Travis, right? Now, I'm not saying Calvin Harris. I'm not saying Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm not saying that she can't write songs about fucking folk. And I'm not saying that she can't write a song about fucking Travis Kelce, right? She can write a song about fucking any guy that she wants to fuck, right? Here's my problem with this. The line is, his love was the key that opened my thighs. As though that was the only key that had ever opened those thighs, and it's not. There has been many a love that has many a key that has opened those thighs. That lock is a lock that gets opened by multiple keys. And here's my thing, I'm not slut shaming. My problem is, she has written many, many fucking albums about the intricacies of relationships and how those relationships, what they meant to her, how they shaped her, like how they broke her, how they built her up, all that stuff, right? She has went really in depth lyrically about all these guys. This new guy is the one who's actually got her to agree to marry him. He's above those guys, right? I don't think it's very respectful to him that she's reduced their love in this song to the size of his dick. It makes him seem... It cheapens their relationship in my eyes. Compared to all the rest of them. Like, you think about this for a fucking second, right? Like, you think about folklore, most of folklore about Joe Alwyn, right? No songs in that about his dick. You know what I mean? And I just feel like, but this is the thing that you guys need to understand, right? Is that people have got, they don't have nuance. We spoke about this already. They're not good at critical thinking. They're not good at taking the whole picture. And she knows what she's doing when she writes this song. So she knows that basically everybody's going to go and take this song and go, Travis has got a big dick. And that's it. That's all that's getting taken away for this album now. And it's like, it cheapens what should be the most important relationship in her life. And I think that's my issue with it. It isn't that she's writing like kind of crass Sabrina Carpenter style lyrics, because I don't give a fuck about that. She can do that to her heart's content. I just feel like it's made it so that now everybody's just going to go, he's got a big dick, and that's it. They're not going to pay attention to the rest of it.
Forgive me, it sounds cocky. Hypnotize me and open my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs.
Also, just that's a terrible lyric. I'm sorry, it's just a terrible lyric. It just is, right? It's a fucking nonsense.
Girls, I don't need to catch the bouquet to know a hard rock is on the way. And baby,
Taylor Swift can't pull off these kind of euphemisms. She just can't. And the thing is, right, I'm going to say something else. Oh, the women are going to rage at me about here, right? But Taylor Swift is kind of like, she's no sexy. She's no.
Been a little superstitious. The curse on me was broken by your magic wand. Seems to me that you and me, we make our own luck. New high of manhood. I ain't gotta.
See how I went super feminist at the end there?
The key that opened my thighs. Forgive me, it sounds cocky. Hypnotize me and open my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs.
I think that's right. It's a cool fucking groovy song, right? It's a cool groovy song. I just feel like, and I get the point of the song, right? I get the point of the song is that she's just trying to express happiness, that she's like found somebody who kind of fulfills her in every regard, and she'll have songs probably about how great a guy he is, right? And this is just one aspect of the relationship, that she's writing a song about, in which like he makes her really happy, and it's like a kind of fun breezy song about how she's quite enjoying fucking this new guy that she's gone with, right? I get that, but I don't, and it might just be because I'm not used to it for her, but it's really jarring. You know what I mean? It just feels weird. And I think maybe if I sit with it for longer, maybe it would be less jarring. But on a first time listen, you're just like, I'm sorry, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about?
You thought that it would be okay at first. The situation could be saved, of course, but they'd already picked out your grave and hers. Beware the wrath of masked crusaders. Did you?
That was gorgeous. That was gorgeous. The Masked Crusaders. Gorgeous. It was the wee backing vocal. Made that lovely. So far I'm liking this.
That it would be okay at first. The situation could be saved, of course, but they'd already picked out your grave and hers. Beware the wrath of masked crusaders. Did your girl boss too close to the sun? Did they catch you having far too much fun?
Right. That's the bit that I've heard people talking about. Did your girl boss too close to the sun? And it turns out that people don't, like, so a guy at my work was saying to me about it, and he was like, oh, did your girl boss too close to the sun? What a stupid fucking lyric. And I was like, it's a bit Icarus. And he was like, what? And that confused me. Because, like, so I'll explain it. So basically, Icarus was the son of Daedalus, and the two of them were imprisoned in a tower, and Daedalus spent years trying to build wings, and then eventually he spent years just taking feathers from the birds that would come to the top of the tower, and he would use wax that he was getting to write letters to melt to put the feathers together into wings. And then he built wings for himself and for his son Icarus so that they could escape the tower. And then they were flying, and he warned his son, don't fly too close to the sun because the sun will melt the wax in your wings. And then he did. And the sun melted his wax, and the feathers broke apart, and then he fell into the ocean and died, where he then went into the underworld and became this other thing. It's a different story, right? But the point is, it's a whole allegory for how if you like go way above your ability, then you're going to take a fall.
Beware the wrath of masked crusaders. Did your girl boss too close to the sun? Did they catch you having far too much fun? Come with me, when they see us they'll run. Something wicked this way comes. Good thing I like my friends canceled. I like.
Is this about... I mean, it can't be, because it must be written before this, but is this about Blake Lively? But then am I not right in thinking that she's distanced herself with Blake Lively? Because she doesn't like her friends being cancelled. Because honestly, I don't even give a fuck about Blake Lively, but let's cancel Ryan Reynolds, can we? Because he's a clown. Anyway, right, point is, I don't know who this is about. It could be about fucking anybody. Because cancel culture is an absolute joke. Just saying. Just saying. Cancel culture, but a fucking joke.
Us they'll run. Something wicked this way comes. Good thing I like my friends canceled. I like them cooked in Gucci and in scandal. Like my whiskey sour and poison thorny flowers. Welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark. At least you know exactly who your friends are. They're the ones with matching scars.
Right, okay, so potentially then, right, so our whole thing is like that Icarus flew, died, went to Hades. She's saying, well, she's done there anyway, and it's not that bad a place. Like, basically, you're here with me, fuck it. Because fuck are trying to cancel Taylor Swift all the fucking time. And I think, so the basic gist of this, the song is just, listen, fuck the haters and that. Like, we are who we are, and we'll just hang a bit. I think. Basically, that she doesn't give a fuck about cancel culture. And why should she? Because they've tried to cancel her multiple times, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening.
At least you know exactly who your friends are. They're the ones with matching scars. It's easy to love you when you're popular. The optics click, everyone prospers. But one single drop, you're off the roster. Tone deaf and hot, let's fucking off her. Did you make a joke only a man could? Were you just too smug for your own good? Or bring a tiny violin to a knife fight? Baby, that all ends tonight.
Right, see, right, I feel like she's like calling out misogyny, which is fine and fair enough, because as she should. But yeah, so like there is that thing, which I mean I've just been accused of about 10 minutes ago, where like if she says something and people don't like it, then people are like, well, would you have the same reaction if a guy said it? I don't know the answer to that. It would depend on the quote and the context and stuff, to be honest with you. But I can see how that like cancel culture is becoming an issue. I will say, right, I've made some pretty fucking dodgy comments all the way through this, not least of which I mean, at least one person thinks I was laughing at somebody committing suicide. And if you want to cancel me, batter in. I don't have enough of a platform for it to make a difference to my life. I'm not that big a deal, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's really not. It doesn't fucking. See if anything that I'm saying right now in this video is upsetting you. I think what you need to do is take stock of your life and wonder why my opinion even matters a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, why do you care what I think? It's not important. If I agree with you and you feel good about that, great. See if I disagree with you and it makes you angry. Why? Why? You're allowed your opinion. I'm no problem. I'm not a problem to you. Right? You're not a problem to me. I still like you anyway.
Only a man could. Were you just too smug for your own good?
Also, right, sorry to pause that again. I'm not that sorry, actually. Do you think is there any jokes out there that only a man could say? And if there is, can you put them in the comments and I'll maybe pepper them into some videos. Let's see if we can get me cancelled. Fuck it.
Tone deaf and hot, let's fucking off her. Did you make a joke only a man could? Were you just too smug for your own good? Or bring a tiny violin to a knife fight? Baby,
that'd be an absolutely useless weapon to bring to a knife fight. The fuck?
Scars. They stood by me before my exoneration. They believed I was innocent, so I'm not here for judgment. No.
Some nice vocals.
But if you can't be good, then just be better at it.
Oh.
Everyone's got.
Oh, this is moody.
Or took somebody's man. We'll take you by the hand, and soon you'll learn the art of never getting caught. It's a good thing I like my friends cancel. You know that I like them cloaked in Gucci and in scandal. I like my whiskey sour and poison thorny flowers. Yeah, it's a good thing I like my friends cancel. Salute you if you're much too much to handle. Like my whiskey sour and poison thorny flowers. Can't you see my infamy loves company? Now they've broken you like they've broken me, but a shattered glass is a lot more sharp. And now you know exactly who your friends are. You know who we are. We're the ones with matching scars.
Right, okay, that song was an absolute banger and it's a 9 out of 10, right? Just to clarify that, you know, right? But, right. We're going to do a bit, right? We're going to do a bit. Dom, should we do a bit? Let me know, guys, do you want me to do a wee bit? It's a 9. It's a 9. There's 2 songs in the album better than it. Right? No, don't be scared, Ivy. Right? So, Taylor Swift was writing in that song about how, like, as a woman, she can't get away with certain things without being threatened to get cancelled. Right? And at the moment, Taylor Swift is currently, they're trying to cancel her because they don't like this album. Oh, is this the album that's going to ruin her career? Of course it fucking isn't. So, we're going to do a bit, right? And the bit is because cancel culture isn't a real thing. The bit is going to be what I like to call it famous men who should be cancelled. Just to prove that cancel culture is not a real thing. So, famous men who should be cancelled. Mark Wahlberg attacked a Korean man when he was young with a brick and blinded the guy. Still has a good career. Liam Neeson came in an interview and said that at one point he was walking along the street looking for some black people to kick fuck at. Was just in the remake of The Naked Gun. Donald Trump told a 10-year-old girl that in 10 years' time she would be fuckable. That's just one of many indiscretions. He's currently the President of the United States of America. John Lennon has a song. We all know the title. And kicked fuck out his wife on a continuous basis. Still considered a legend. Who else have we got? Chris Brown kicked absolute fuck out of Rihanna. Still does pretty well for himself. Dare I keep going on? Do I need to go on? Neil Gaiman did some pretty fucked up stuff. Pretty fucked up stuff. Still writing. Kevin Spacey. He's in a new film coming out. He did some pretty fucked up stuff. Armie Hammer loves eating people. He's in a new film that's coming out soon. The director of the film Jeepers Creepers is a convicted paedophile who went to prison for being a paedophile and then got released from prison and was allowed to direct Jeepers Creepers 3, where there's a character in that film who is a paedophile who has a full monologue about how fucking children isn't actually that bad. Who else could we go? Bryan Singer. He's still directing. Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, in his biography, wrote a story about how he fucked a 15-year-old. Red Hot Chili Peppers were bigger after that came out than before. Woody Allen adopted a young girl, I think she was 12 at the time, and then made her his wife. Totally fine. Totally fine. His career has not been dented. Even fucking slightly. Roman Polanski fucked a 15-year-old after his wife got murdered and is currently living in Europe because he's not allowed to go to the US or else he will be fucking arrested. But still allowed to make Oscar-winning films like The Pianist. You know. Dare we go on? Should we go for some of the big hitters? Can we say Jeffrey Epstein? I think honestly, right, out of all the list, the only two that I can think of who actually got cancelled would be Jeffrey Epstein, but he kind of cancelled himself. Cancelled himself in the prison. Release the list, you cunts. And Jimmy Savile. My point being, any indiscretion that Taylor Swift has made that people are trying to cancel her for kind of pales in comparison to the indiscretions that a whole bunch of fucking men have made, and they've still got their careers. So, perhaps, everybody should shut the fuck up. That's all I'm saying about cancel culture. See all the wee stand-up comedians, like the Rogan Sphere comedians, who are all like, cancel culture. We've all went into Texas to start our own comedy sphere because of cancel culture, and we're going to use our platforms to get Donald Trump elected. Fucking clowns. Absolute clowns. Anyway, right, that's that bit done. That was I did that wee bit for you, for the ladies. Great hand claps, they're a bit fucking... They're a bit...
Her name was Kitty. Made her money.
Question, how fucking big are the hands that are doing the hand claps? That's fucking... That's mental. That's crazy.
Her name was Kitty. Made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to this city. Then they said she didn't do it legitly. I bought a ticket. She's dancing in her garters and fishnets. 50 in the cast, 0 missteps. Looking back, I guess it was kismet. I waited by the stage door, packed in with the autograph hounds, barking her name, then glowing like the end of a cigarette. Wow, she came out. I said, "You live in my dream." Then she said to me, "Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never ever gonna wait. The more you play, the more that you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never gonna wanna." She was a menace, the baby of the family in Lennox. Her father whored around like all men did. Her mother took pills and played tennis. So she waited by the stage door, asked the club promoter arrive. She said, "I'd sell my soul to have a taste of a magnificent life. It's all mine." But that's not what showgirls get. They leave us for dead. Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never ever gonna wait. The more you play, the more that you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never gonna wanna. I took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise, I knew what to expect. Do you wanna take a skate?
Why is it
On the ice
suddenly
inside my veins?
Why is it suddenly went musical theatre? Oh, I was enjoying this and then it's went musical theatre on me. No. 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 Oh, God. I should have fucking seen this coming. Oh,
The
God.
more that you pay, you're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never gonna wanna. I took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise, I knew what to expect. Do you wanna take a skate on the ice inside my veins? They ripped me off like false lashes and then threw me away. And all the headshots on the walls of the dance hall are of the bitches who wish I'd hurry up and die.
This bit sounds a bit, Ben Folds.
And all
Just
the
saying.
headshots on the walls of the dance hall are of the bitches who wish I'd hurry up and die. But I'm immortal now, baby dolls. I couldn't if I tried.
Her vocals are so
So
good.
I say, thank you for the lovely bouquet. I'm married to the hustle and now I know the life of a showgirl, babe. And I'll never know another. Hey, pretty and witty. Thank you for the lovely bouquet.
Thank you for an unforgettable night. We will see you next time. Give it up for the band and the dancers, and of course Sabrina.
I love you, Taylor.
That's our show. We love you so much. Good night.
Musically, I think that that's the most audacious song on the album. I think, like, it's weird. It's like the least kind of personal in terms of like the actual lyrical content, but the way she's told the story is also really, really personal. And I feel like that's the song where she's branched out the most in terms of the musicality of it. Like, she's taken a lot of risks in that song, and I kind of feel like they pull off. I'm going to say that was a 10, right? But here, right, so that song was a 10. I also feel like I just assumed that TTPD was her closing the chapter on her previous albums, and then she was going to start a new thing, right? Like a new kind of era. I don't think that's what this is. This feels like the epilogue. You know what I mean? So it's like, basically, TTPD seems like it's the culmination of her coming to terms with all the stuff that's got her to where she is. And then that stuff has then, because you've got to kind of take the Eras tour as a thing in with that. So it's like, she go to TTPD, and then the Eras tour has then catapulted her into like astronomical superstardom, and it's like this album is the epilogue to go like, so what happened after she did this? This happened, and this is like the bookend of that part of her career. And this song is like, that's her going like, yeah, her last thing is she became the showgirl. Like, basically, she spent her whole life trying to get to this point, and this album is her basically kind of like a wee montage of trying to get to this point. And then she met this guy, and we got all the backstory. But then she met this guy. She went on tour for the end of the album, like TTPD, and that's now just catapulted her. So the full time she was trying to be showgirl, now she's a showgirl, and now she's untouchable. Like, now she feels like she's got it all, and it's like a perfect culmination of all that stuff. And I think the people who, like, she's brought Sabrina Carpenter in, and the people who are pissing on that don't understand that the whole point of that is that, like, she came up and then has risen to that level, and now I think she's seeing it as her job is to now sit here and bring these people up. And Sabrina, like, she's basically gone like, Sabrina's going to be the next one, kinda. It's like a kind of symbolic passing the torch onto Sabrina Carpenter, as being like, you're the next megastar, and I'm just gonna now just sit here doing my thing. But I'm making space for you guys to shine. And that also ties back into the previous song where where she's talking about like cancelled, where she's talking about how like the media and like society has tried to rip her down, but it's fine, she's fine, and she's made this space for people, and she's like, you like, if they try and cancel you, you're still with me. And also ties back into Eldest Daughter, where she's like, I went through all this shit to protect you guys so that it's easier for you to come up. And I think that that's the overall message of the album, is that she's like, I'm now at a place where I am untouchable and I have paved the path for you. Now it's your job to come up and see what you can bring to the table. And that's kind of fucking brilliant. Yeah. It's like so like meta and personal all at the same time. And it's risky. Like, she's taking some risks in the thing. And the thing is, right, things like, right, okay, so songs like Wood didn't hit with me, right? For the reasons that I went into. But you've got to admire the risk of it. And that's like when you're 12 albums deep, or 11 albums deep, no, this is the 12th one. When you're 12 albums deep, to still be taking those kind of risks, that's ballsy. Because she could 100% just rest on her laurels and churn out generic absolute pish, and it would sell. It would sell like to nobody's business. But the fact that she's still wanting to push herself and still want to try stuff new and still wanting to kind of reinvent herself, that's impressive. Yeah. That song was a 10, which means that overall the album scored a 9 out of 10. Because it technically scored an 8.5, but you rounded that up. Because I rounded it up, because we said earlier on, if you were paying attention, we don't do decimal places in this channel. But also, one of the songs I deliberately scored a 2 out of 10 because I was being facetious, when it was actually a 9 out of 10. So, it's a solid 9 out of 10. I would say, out of the albums that I've listened to, where does it rank? I still think Midnight's has a particular mood that I really, really like. I think Midnight's might still be my favourite. Every other album has got like songs that I just take from those albums and put into a playlist. Midnight's is the one that I listen to all the way through. I think I skipped like maybe 2 songs on it. The rest I go and I cherry pick like 7 or 8 songs out of each album. This one I would probably put as being a second best. I think the songs on Folklore that I love, I like more than any songs on this. Possibly other than... Well, hold on, that could be a wild statement. Yeah, no, actually Romantic has snuck into my top 10. Maybe top 5. I think top 5. Yeah. Actually Romantic is fucking incredible. Okay. Listen, I was worried. About coming into this. But that was a pleasant surprise. I'm really happy with that. Yeah. Okay, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, you are gonna realise that there are a bunch of songs cut from this video. They're up on Patreon. If you want to see them, you need to sign up to Patreon at patreon.com/markabusi reactions. That's just the way it is. And I'm sorry about that, but there's at least one song on this that would get banned from YouTube, and I don't want that. So, Patreon it is. Also, man's got to eat. If you have enjoyed this video, which I hope you have, even though I have had some contrary opinions and I'm aware of that. If you've got this far into the video and you've enjoyed it, then please feel free to leave the video a like, maybe subscribe to it. That's entirely up to yous. I'm not going to force you, but it would be cute. If you haven't enjoyed the video, fine. That's fine. That's totally your prerogative as well. I've been markabusi, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.